So I have held on to my iPhone 7 as long as I possibly could, but it was time for a well-needed upgrade to the iPhone 13 mini. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Anthony. So yeah, I've recently decided to upgrade from my iPhone 7, which I've had from about 2016 to the iPhone 13 mini. And that's not to say the iPhone 7 was a bad phone. It worked well for me. It was just the battery was giving out and the home screen was not pressing on the way. And it does have that one camera setup. So it was time for an upgrade. So the reason I chose to go with the iPhone 13 mini is because one, it is a smaller phone and it just allows me to be more flexible with it. I can go from corner to corner without having to stretch my thumbs all the way. And the other phones are just so large now. It just feels like a brick, holding my face all the time or my pocket. So I completely appreciate the form factor of a smaller phone. And even though it's a smaller phone, it does feel larger to me because you do get more screen than I had with the iPhone 7. So going from this to this was almost a seamless transition. I'm also trying to be more minimalistic and not trying to have a phone in my face all the time. So I'm hoping the iPhone 13 mini will actually allow me to do that more. But also, main reason for the upgrade, as you can tell right away, the iPhone 13 mini has a 2-camera setup, whereas with the iPhone 7, I only have the one, so huge upgrade for me at least. I know everyone today has the iPhone 13 standard or the 13 Pro, and the reason why I felt I didn't need the Pro was simply because it's just too many bells and whistles. As someone who has an already entry-level camera, I would say, with the Canon EOS RP, I just felt I didn't need all of the features that the iPhone Pro offered, such as Apple ProRAW. If I want to shoot in RAW, I just use my Canon. But I have been blown away with what I've been able to do so far with this wide camera setup. So I came up with an interesting concept for this video to do some street photography with the iPhone 13 mini. Because of that wide angle lens on here, I've been getting more creative with the shots I can take on this, but I am curious to see what this can do. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out and see what I can do with street photography with the iPhone 13 mini. Alright guys, so we're in the streets of Uptown Whittier and it's a bright sunny day. I'm gonna take some photos with the iPhone 13 mini, some street photography, so we'll see how that goes and let's see how I do it. Fun fact, I think this house was used in the filming of the movie Hocus Pocus. So, just a little fun fact for you. Alright guys, so I think I got what I needed on this bright sunny afternoon in Uptown Whittier, street photography. So what I'm going to do now is just go home, look at the photos, do a little editing, and I'll show you how they look. Sponsored by Bubble. Not just kidding. Alright guys, so I am back from taking photos. Got my glasses on so I can see clearly. But yeah, as far as the iPhone 13 mini for photography, it's a pretty darn decent camera. Photos are pretty crisp, colors come out very vibrant. Just looking through my camera roll, the photographies I took straight out of camera, they're pretty decent. I will do some post-processing, I will crop them a bit, edit them a little bit in Lightroom. But as far as out of camera, I really like what I'm seeing so far. So I was in a very sunny environment. The sun was almost at high noon. So the lighting was pretty intense at times, so I had to work around that. So I think the software inside automatically shifts those hues of those blues. Jeez, that's the tongue twister. Hues of those blues of the sky. So that was one thing I noticed. And another thing I noticed straight off the bat was the look of the pictures. It's a very digital, very sharpened look. But they still look a lot better than the photos I used to take with my iPhone 7. The wide lens, man. The wide lens is just fun to play around with. It's cool to get that very wide depth of field shot. It just enhances the scene, especially in the streets when you can get a whole view of a building. But as far as shooting with this thing, I mean, it's a lot less conspicuous when you're walking around and taking photos when you have an iPhone, rather than having a big old DSLR or a mirrorless camera. This has the advantage where you can just look very quickly, you know, just snap a photo if someone's walking by or a car's driving by. You can just take this out and just snap the photo real quick. But it's safe to say, you know, this is just very convenient to have, especially with the Mini. It's such a cool thing just to put in your pocket. Just, you don't even notice it's there. And if you want to take a photo, take it out, boom. And so yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. I think I'm going to have a lot more fun with this in the coming years, especially since this has the portrait mode and the cinematic mode. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with that, especially when I'm recording videos as well. And so yeah, I'm curious to see how this handles night photography as well. So I'm thinking about doing a night street photography video with the iPhone 13. Let me know if you'd like to see that video in the comments below. And yeah guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you're enjoying the content, it really inspires me to make more videos for you guys and be more creative. And so with that, I will catch you all in my next video. Leave a like, and I will catch you guys later.